Okay, storm doors are beyond the scope of this inspection. The one on the front door seems pretty good. To be honest, I haven't even paid much attention to the one on the back door. Hey, Von Carling. The front door threshold sweep is torn right there a little bit. Alright. The home has been heavily perfumed since we've been here. We've got laminate floors between 4 and 5%. We've got carpets and ceramic tiles in the bathrooms. We got cabinets, just a little bit of ceramic. The bathtubs are inserts, molded inserts. So we got a little bit of ceramic tile in the bathrooms around the lavatories. Pretty much normal stuff. Now, this is laminate flooring. It's not hardwood, but I did a moisture reading, and my equipment's not the best. All right, it's just something I convinced my wife that I needed when we were checking out of a box store. It was at the end cap. But we're looking at relativity. It doesn't have to be expensive equipment. I'm not even required to check for moisture content. But what I'm saying, I'm looking at between like about 4 and 5%. Okay, like 1% difference. So I'm my readings are 4 and 5. I'm getting like 1% difference. So for practical purposes, that's most floor covering manufacturers will not have a problem with that. And I bring that up is because if you come right in here, can you see this cupping and stuff? It looks like there has been a moisture event here. Looks like something's happened. Maybe the material wasn't acclimated when it was installed. That's a symptom. They didn't acclimate it properly. Or since it's in the kitchen area, maybe we had a flood because the floor underneath here, at one time, the floor underneath here is in such bad shape. And for whatever reason, we removed the food waste disposal. So was that an event that caused that? That's a symptom of an event. It's a symptom of the floor could have been too wet when it was installed. So these are all symptoms. I'm not sure. And I'm not an engineer either, meaning that I have engineering equipment. I did measure the floor height elevation differential for this house, but I do not calculate slope. Home inspectors, stay in your lane. I've got 2 guidelines. One guideline is no more than 2 inches of floor height elevation differential overall. And there's not 2 inches of floor height elevation differential overall. All right. And I'm going to leave it at that. Another guideline that I use, though, by the way, another guideline I use is no more than 1 inch within 20 feet. And right here in the parent bedroom, this is the north wall, the middle of the north wall right here, between the parent bedroom right there and the parent bathroom over here in front of the shower right there. Okay, I'm getting a measurement of 1.7 inches, more than 1 inch. That's not 20 feet. And that's overall. That's the most drastic measurements, even though I've got similar measurements in other places of the house. I did not get more than 2 inches overall, but I did get more than 1 inch between these 2 areas right here. What does that mean? I don't know. If the doors work and the windows work, I can't really. This is the corner with the siding on the exterior. So if it wasn't siding, it was wooden siding. That's what they put the siding over. They didn't cover brick with the vinyl siding. So we don't have much in the way of clues of movement. I'm just not seeing it. That's a measurement. It's just a guideline. It lets us know what we're doing. If you don't know this by now, this is the last inspection, the last video that I'm making of the day. I'm thinking of going home. You, my dear client, is on the way, so if you got any questions, please contact me. Anybody can contact me about home inspections. But if it's about this inspection, please, dear client, know that your phone call is very welcome. And your business and your trust and honoring my COVID policies, that means everything to my family and I. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. We got double pane vinyl frame windows. I'm not seeing any that's fogging. This house is 17 years old. The screens are in horrible shape. So we're coming along here. This blind will not stay. Don't. Okay. Make a liar out of me. So we are actually missing a window screen, and I'm going to use this as a good example. Okay. The screens aren't in that good a shape anyway. But these window frames have weeps in here. Alright? And they don't have weirs, they just have weeps. And so when this window screen comes in, it covers the weeps so that debris doesn't get in. And, debris can get in there. Now you can buy little plastic weirs, and you can buy a whole sack of them for like $12. Also, on a windy day, I have known windows to whistle, to play like a flute, because these were left open. But, coming on. Video coming up. I didn't show you that the broiler was on, but the broiler's on. Is it on right now? No, I got bake on. Alright, well, I'm feeling it. Did not say it was hot. Okay. Just double checking my work. And we're going to talk about all these things, about how dirty the filters are, and barometric pressure. Okay. Windows, window screens, that's on the exterior. But I told you I hadn't really looked at this door. Is this one going to work for us? Got a little loose weather stripping. It doesn't have a clip on it to keep it from closing. So this door closes every single time. So if you're carrying out, it looks like we got a little bit of wood damage in here from some water. Come back and take a still picture of that. Sure will. Take a still picture of that. You see the window? It goes a little farther right in here on the baseboard. Right here's called a clue. I saw this on the outside where it's black. So they got in here and they did some patching. See, if you had a rain gutter over here that kept the water from hitting your patio and splashing back, it splashes back, it's hitting the brick. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Brick is porous, but wood. So that's what happened here. Look at that. Okay. This door sweep also is torn. Okay. Just gonna leave you open for still image later. Moving on along, this is the parent bedroom carpet. And the flooring, it's kind of interesting here. It's a two-tone grout. Well, what's the story about that? And then back here, check this out. Alright, who can check it out, bud? Don't you need a flashlight? Oh yeah, home inspector's supposed to have a flashlight. That's a custom grout job back there, huh? Custom grout job, just interesting to note. Home inspectors really don't do fit and finish, okay? We don't do diminish. It's really not our wheelhouse, actually. But I did promise you some window action. I remember opening those. I might have opened this one. I opened a bunch of them. And see, even though we've got the movement I was talking about, these doors are operating right. The windows are operating right. Yeah. Now on the air conditioning system, by the way, where was that? While we're here, parent, '54, '57, '50. The parent bedroom, the indoor air handler, the air conditioning system is on the other side of this wall. This is the coldest air. It's coming out 50 degrees here. But the warmest one, I don't know, but it's coming out 63 degrees over here. And you can feel it when you're in this bathroom. You can feel it. It's just not as cool as the others. So just kind of close this guy up. These windows have film on them, you know, to help. You kind of see how the film just kind of peels away right there a little bit. After a while, it'll start oxidizing, and then you'll scrape it off and put some more film on. But I'm not finding any windows that are leaking or anything. Fireplace, already measured it. Santa Claus can fit up it. We talked about the soot stains in the draft, but it needs to be cleaned. It needs to be cleaned. Some of our door stoppers are missing. Those kinds of things. So just kind of moving on along. And if you think and this is the hallway where the HVAC indoor air handler is. We're gonna have a little video of that, show you some dirty coils. Your thermostat's in this hallway. This is the hall bath. Again, you know, the tile work could be a little fresher or better. So just kind of moving along. Another door stop is missing right here. You see how these are recessed? Just because this comes out and then they pushed all the way out and they didn't put extenders. So moving on, we got gaps in our laminate, and then some places around the walls, see those gaps right there? So they kind of should have, could have, would have, should have, you know, trimmed it in a little nicer. Check this one out. This is at the custom Z formation. Can you see that real good? Again, same thing in here. Missing some luminaries right here. How about that? In the southeast bedroom. No fewer than 2 luminaries in the southeast bedroom ceiling fan light kit. Let's get some action going here. Maybe, yeah. Okay, these smoke alarms, you know, I can't read what style they are. There's 2 different styles of smoke alarms. One's better than the other. This is something to think about, you know, with safety. The bedrooms have AFCI. That's the only AFCI in the house, but you know, that's all that was required in 2005. Arc fault protection in the bedrooms, and they put it there. You got it. Again, thank you. And again, if you got any questions, please don't hesitate to call me. And again, regular inspections is different. This inspection is for my client. I don't want anybody else calling me about this house. Then, if you think that I did you some good, I'm a small businessman. A good Google review, it means a lot to somebody like me.